We just traced psychology's history from one slab to the brain scanner. Here's the thing. None of those traditions simply died and got replaced. They live on as perspectives, different lenses for looking at the same human being. Modern psychology isn't one unified theory. It's a collection of perspectives, each carrying its own assumptions about what matters most. Let's walk through them. The biological perspective looks at behavior through physical machinery, neurons, neurotransmitters, hormones, genes, brain structures. From this view, understanding depression means investigating the chemical systems and brain circuits involved. Its strength is precision. Its risk is reductionism, explaining everything as just chemistry. The psychodynamic perspective descends from Freud, but it's grown up. It keeps his central idea that unconscious processes and early relationships shape us, while dropping most of his untestable specifics. The behavioral perspective, rooted in Watson and Skinner, focuses on how experience and consequences shape what we do. It's still enormously powerful in therapy, because changing the conditions around a behavior really does change the behavior. The cognitive perspective treats the mind as an information processor, studying how we perceive, remember, reason, and solve problems. The humanistic perspective, associated with Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow, pushed back against both behaviorism and psychoanalysis, emphasizing free will, personal growth, and the human drive toward fulfilling our potential. The evolutionary perspective asks why a given mental capacity exists, what adaptive problem it helped our ancestors solve, fear of snakes, preferences in mates, our deep sensitivity to social exclusion. All of it looks different when you ask what it was for. And the sociocultural perspective reminds us that behavior is shaped by culture, social context, and the groups we belong to, that what looks like universal human nature is sometimes just the habits of one particular society. Here's the key insight. These perspectives aren't rivals fighting to the death. They're complementary. Take a single case of depression. The biological perspective points to brain chemistry, the cognitive to patterns of negative thinking, the psychodynamic to unresolved early loss, the sociocultural to isolation and economic stress. Each captures something real. The mature psychologist doesn't pick one and defend it forever. They ask which lens or which combination best illuminates the question in front of them. And that habit of integration is exactly where we're headed next, with the themes that tie all of modern psychology together.